aka Bullets, YouTube channel.
Hurry up, now tell us why you're here.
Ryan Newcar starts at pole position again with the king to his outside. Carl Edwards and Lightning McQueen will start in the second row, positions 3rd and 4th. In row 3 is Casey Corner and Greg Beeple. These two, I don't know how they're going to do today. Row 4 has Joe Brakecheck and Brian Vickars, who have one victory between them. Row 5 has Tony Gaspard, who told Sammy Spelter to take a car wash, and Chick Hicks! Row 6 has Elliot Draftler and Mark Carton. Both these cars have won at least a few times. Row 7 has Jamie McCarry, who DNQ'd last race, and Jeremy Carfield. Row 8 has Casey Gears, who has no wins, and Kevin Shiftwright, who has just won. Row 9 has Scott Rims, who didn't qualify last race, and Krusty Rotor, who crashed. Row 10 has Bobby Carboni, who has had 2 engine failures this season, and Travis Draftville, who's done well this season. Hall Ingus on the inside of row 11, to his outside, Jimmy Speedcar, a car with 2 wins. In row 12 are teammates Matt Karzith and Kurt Busch Tire. And then we get to row 13, where there's 2-time champion Jeff Corvette, with 1-time champion Murray Clutchburn to his outside. Dave Laney starts on the inside of row 14, missing last race, and Ken Schrader to his outside. Ken Schrader's enemy, Eugene Karbareski, will start on the inside of row 15 with Sage VanDerSpin to his outside. Ricky Slood, who has 2 wins, will be starting on the inside of Rusty Wheelhouse, who has 22. Row 17 has Billy Oilchanger and Dale Carrett. Both of them have almost won the Piston Cup. Row 18 has Kevin Carvick and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Row 19 has Jeff Burnton and Michael Cartrip. Michael Cartrip's won 4 times. Sterling Carlin starting on the inside of row 20, and Ernie Gearson to his outside. Row 21 has 2000 Piston Cup champion Chuck Armstrong and Kyle Busch Tire, making his 5th start. And in last place is Brick Hicks, Chick Hicks' youngest brother. These 7 cars somehow failed to qualify, and since one of them was Misty Motocross, Claude Scruggs, of course, has something to say. Ryan Newcar would lead for the first 5 laps before he loses the lead to... But Travis Draftville and Krusty Rotor wreck each other. Why? But Lightning McQueen would take the lead on lap 5 and lead all the way to lap 26, where he'd lose the lead to Chick Hicks! But 2 laps later, he'd luckily lose the lead to the King, who only leads on lap 30. But Lightning McQueen would retake the lead, leading for 10 laps before he'd lose the lead to Kevin Shiftwright. Kevin Shiftwright would lead until lap 44, where Lightning McQueen would retake the lead. He would lead until lap 59, where Dave Laney somehow takes the lead from him. He will only lead for 1 lap because it's green flag pit stops. And also, Dale Carrett will also lead for only 1 lap. Greg Beeple would take the lead on lap 62 and lead all the way to lap 85, where his teammate Carl Edwards would take the lead from him. On lap 85, the King would take the lead once more, actually lap 86, but he leads for the next 4 laps before Lightning McQueen will retake the lead, leading for 27 laps. But Chick Hicks is 21st as of lap 113, where he wrecks Chuck Armstrong and Billy Oilchanger. Why? But Carl Edwards would take the lead on lap 118, where he'd lose the lead to his teammate Greg Beeple, who would lead for 4 laps. But then Lightning McQueen would retake the lead from him, leading for 10 laps before the King would take the lead from him. The King would lead for 22 laps before Greg Beeple would take the lead once more. But then his teammate Carl Edwards would take the lead from him on lap 160. But Greg Beeple retakes the lead, leading for yet another 10 laps. But then Chick Hicks would lead for 3 laps before Sage VanDerSpin would take the lead from him. This is the first lap he's led. But Lightning McQueen would lead for 2 more laps before he'd lose the lead to Greg Beeple, who leads more laps until lap 202, where his other teammate Mark Carton would lead for just 1 lap before Greg Beeple retakes the lead for 1 lap. But then Lightning McQueen would take the lead from him, leading for 2 laps before Chick Hicks who is 7th on lap 206, where he wrecks Jimmy Speed Car, Joe Brake Check, Kevin Shift Right, Bobby Carboni, Jeff Gorvette, Ernie Gearson, and Lightning McQueen, Kurt Busch Tire, and Ricky Slood are all 1 lap down. The others are out! And Check Hicks would take the lead! Why? But luckily, Carl Edwards was there to take it away from him, but he only led 1 lap because Greg Beeple would lead the next 40. But Lightning McQueen and Kurt Busch Tire managed to get back on the lead lap. The King would take the lead on lap 274 and lead for 6 laps before Mark Carton would lead 1 lap. But Check Hicks would also lead just 1 lap. But luckily, Lightning McQueen was there to take the lead away from him yet again, where he'd lead for 12 laps before Murray Clutchburn would take the lead from him, leading on lap 296, where he'd lose the lead to the King. And the King would lead for 3 laps before Carl Edwards would lead for 14 laps. But then Ken Schrader is 22nd as of lap 314, where he wrecks Eugene Carboreski. Well, of course he does. And Murray Clutchburn would take the lead until lap 332, where Lightning McQueen would take the lead from him, leading until lap 365, where Hall Ingus would take the lead from him. He'd only lead for 4 laps before Greg Beeple yet again takes the lead until lap 375, where Check Hicks would lead for 8 laps. But luckily, yet again, Lightning McQueen would take the lead from him, leading until 1 to go, where Carl Edwards would pass him on the last lap to lead the final lap. The King would only lose by 6 feet to Carl Edwards, and Carl Edwards would get his very first win with the 2005 Olympus 400. And here's the top 20 in points now. Why is Check Hicks the points leader?
Remember to press the notifications button, which goes ring, ring, ring after you press it. And lightning strikes back, and that's as if you subscribed, of course. And thank you for watching this entire video.
The 5th race of the 2005 Piston Cup season will be coming out soon enough.